cancer survivor, and he can tell us a few things about what it's like from his perspective on the erectile dysfunction side and on the prostate side, cancer side. And I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Paul Williams.
All right. Good evening, fellas.
Hi.
Oh, you got to talk to me now. Good evening, fellas.
Hello, hello.
This is not the quiet part of the program. This is the silly enjoy yourself. We might pick up a couple of new things for the program. First and foremost, before I get started, all of you all are from Florida here, right?
Yes.
So I'm not from here. So before I get started, I got to ask a couple of questions. First of all, I noticed I was walking to the Publix, I think y'all call that. That's like a grocery store here, right? Okay, so I'm walking to the Publix last night, and I saw in the distance a rat as big as a cat.
Two-legged or four-legged?
Two-legged, four-legged.
Six-legged.
I saw a couple of two-legged rats, but I was okay with them. I just gave them a little change and left me alone. But then I saw a cat look like the size of a panther. And I'm like, well, this is different here, right? And as I'm walking along, I don't know, it's a little bridge over there. I'm walking along there, and I see the water shimmy. Like, what the hell is that, right? I thought I saw an alligator. Downtown, is that normal shit for y'all around here?
Swimming in the water.
Let me tell you something. Y'all different down here. I mean, I've lived in 3 different country continents. You know, I was born in Indiana, went to school in Mississippi, and went to work in Tennessee. I'm a good old-fashioned country boy on 3 different continents. I know what it's like, but I ain't never walked around and saw an alligator walking. Oh my goodness. My hat is off to y'all, man. This is a whole different place. Listen, I'm the prostate cancer guy, and it wasn't a title that I wanted to go and get, because I wasn't like, the teacher would ask everybody, what do you want to be when you grow up, Billy? I want to be prostate cancer. No. I got mugged by prostate cancer like anybody else, thinking it was just symptoms of getting older. But it really wasn't. There was a lot of the things we talking about right now, with inflammation and stress and a whole lot of stuff. The thing about it was, I didn't know what I was experiencing was actually a prostate problem. So I started developing this little test. You know, you have a, you guys familiar with Jeff Foxworthy? You might be a redneck if?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Well, I kind of took something from that. I said, you know what? You might have a prostate problem. A couple of things I came up with, like for example, if you get up in the middle of the night and you go to the bathroom so much your Fitbit kicks in, thinking you're trying to get 10,000 steps, you might have a prostate problem. You know what I'm saying? Or if you used to be able to pee in the wind and wouldn't get a drop on you, whoosh, but now if you pee with the wind, it just dribbled down your leg, you might have a prostate problem. That was it always. Look, if you used to be able to pull your Johnson out like a samurai sword, and could cut through diamond, and now you can't make your way through warm butter, you might have a prostate problem. Last one, you ready?
I'm ready.
If your woman call you Mr. Softy, and you don't sell ice cream for a living, come on, fellas, with me. You might have a prostate problem. I'm sitting here. I'm going, okay. So here's the thing that was a trip. I'm a heart attack survivor. I'm already doing the stuff that he's talking about. I've already changed my diet. I've already changed my lifestyle. I'm working out at the gym. I had 6 heart attacks and died once. That's a whole nother seminar, but we ain't doing that today, right? I'm living a healthy life. So I moved to my new city in Delaware. And I don't know if y'all can relate to this, but see, I went to Delaware and I could not find what I call a regular ass doctor. What is that, a family physician? Can't finding them is like trying to find a virgin on the beach. You know what I'm trying to say? You just can't find those too easy, unless they're kids. We don't want no kid doctors. Then, so since I couldn't find a doctor, my cardiologist, this is my heart doctor now. He goes, well, since you're in your 50s, let's go ahead and go through a battery test. So he's invented what I call did that shit list. Did that shit. You know, so it's like, first we're gonna check you for diabetes. Check my blood. Boom. Check it, I'm clear. Did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then then he had me do a colonoscopy. Well, that was fun. But I got checked on that, no problem, did that shit. And then, etc., a couple of things. So then I'm coming back to the doctor, heart doctor now. And he goes, your PSA is kind of elevated. I'm going, what the hell does a public service announcement got to do with my blood test? No. This is a prostate-specific antigen test. What's a prostate? Because look, I don't know about you, I didn't grow up with my uncles telling me about a prostate. I thought prostate was some shit that old guys were going to have to deal with. Later on, when they told me about it, what little I think I heard about it. Oh, little do you know, that's knocking on people's door a whole lot earlier these days, I said, so what is it? So you get between a 2 and a 0, 0 to 2, you're pretty average. 2 to 4, I just recently found a guy that said he had full-blown prostate cancer at a 3 point something. So that's serious by itself. And so when you get up to a 6, it's pretty serious. My first prostate test came back at an 8.0.
Where are you going?
Oh, it gets better, brother. Hang on. Because I had a plant-based lifestyle and I'm working out, my heart doctor now said, this got to be a mistake, it's got to be an error at the clinic. We're going to do it again in 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks, I get the second test back, it's a 9.0. Then he says, look, here's what we're going to do. Don't go see your girlfriend, stop riding your bike, don't take any long trips. Let's see what your true baseline is. When it came back the third time, it was a 10.2. Typically, this stuff takes at least 6 months before it starts growing by a point. I'm growing every 2 weeks. He grabbed me like a toddler in timeout. He said, I'm taking you straight to the urologist. He takes me to the urologist, and I'm glad he knew the assignment, because a lot of people don't want to deal with the urologist, because everybody has the fear of the what, y'all? Fear of the finger. Now, we're older, we're mature, we can deal with it. But, when you're in that old macho, ain't nobody gonna touch me down there, you speaking that foreign language of dumb male, that's right. But he did understand the assignment. So instead of me going to somebody with big puckwood hands, big as Shaquille O'Neal, talking about, I'm gonna check your prostate, stick your finger in you big as a baseball bat, I got a female urologist. And I have to be honest, guys, since we're in an intimate setting, I'm gonna be honest with you.
No dysfunction?
Well, I'm just saying, it was a little awkward, brother, because see, she was curvy and small and compact like I like them. Little Asian woman type. I kind of had a little thing, I'll be honest, just me. But I didn't even notice her shape as much, although it was beautiful. I didn't notice her face, which was porcelain immaculate. What I was paying attention to was her little hands and her itty bitty fingers. Because I'm not trying to get ramrodded into seeing if I'm sick or not. I'm going to get sick on the exam if that's going to be the case. She looks at my test and says something you don't ever want a doctor to say to you in your life. You ready for this? She goes, that's the most aggressive case of prostate cancer I've ever seen in my whole career. Well, thanks a lot, Doc. Good thing I'm not suicidal. You know what I'm saying? But she said, well, let's just see, because 10.2 is pretty far up there. So she said, we're going to do the exam. So she does the exam, and it's a little awkward, but we get over it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get into a prostate exam, but you're looking at somebody you always wanted to say hi to, it's kind of awkward. Like, yeah, well, what's your number? What do you do for a living? It's not a good conversation to have. But she examines me, she says, well, you know what? We're going to have to do a biopsy. Fellas, anybody here been through a biopsy before? So we about to go through memory lane together. Let me tell you what happened. Put me in a chair. Put me up here like this. like I'm about to have twins. Stare. They even put a blanket on me so they can laugh behind my back. So I can't see me laughing or like poking me between my booty hole and my balls. You know what I'm saying? She goes in there to get 12 samples. 12 samples, brother. I thought it was going to be one of those chaboom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, and it's over with. No. Let me tell you what happened. And to this day, I still feel a little vulnerable after that, to be quite honest. She put 12 in. She went, Padunka, she yank. 1. Padunka, she yank. 2. Tell me something. Why ain't nobody told me that they put people to sleep on that shit now? Anybody want to tell me before I had to go through this? I'm wide, excuse my French, I am wide ass awake. Wide awake, brother. They didn't even, did not give me the courtesy of knocking me the hell out.
Not even lidocaine?
Not even lidocaine?
Did not give me no medication. Don't you see the trauma I'm dealing with right now?
Still dealing with it.
I'm still dealing with this trauma. Man.
Listen, she should have put a finger up there before she took the samples and it like a house.
I don't think greasing the path was going to help me out, brother. But she did that. And then when it came back, man, 12 out of 12 samples came back cancer. They were shocked. It was so bad. She said she took me immediately to a board at Johns Hopkins Hospital. So I went from what I thought was long daddy, long stroke, because I enjoy my girlfriend. I went from that to a case damn study on aggressive prostate cancer. Why? Because I couldn't catch on to what in the world I was dealing with because I didn't have a symptom at first. I'm not having ED. I'm living. I'm working out. Nothing's giving me a clue. So I had cancer so hard, they had to hit me with a triple threat. They hit me with a form of chemo, radiation, and androgen deprivation therapy or hormone therapy. They didn't even give me, see, you know what, I'm starting now and I'm talking to y'all. I'm starting to think about how I'm starting to feel like I was mistreated at this point now, right? They gave me all three at the same time. So the thing about it was, I had this thing called Xtandi. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that, Xtandi. So it's an X and Tandi, Xtandi. Xtandi. Right, so Xtandi, because at first I was like, well, it's not really chemo, because I don't have a port and all that stuff. Well, now let me ask you something. When the box came to my house, the mailman showed up in a hazmat suit, sounded like Bane through a mask. Here's your Xtandi. Box this damn big. Bottle this little. Had all three triangles on it, said hazardous and all that shit, packed and bubble wrap all around. Like, well, if this is that toxic, why y'all giving it to me without a suit, you know? That was the Xtandi. Then they gave me the radiation. When you sit there for the radiation treatments, now typically you get about 30 rounds of radiation, but let's remember what my doctor said. What she said, this is what? The most aggressive form of prostate cancer I've seen in my career. I ended up with 40 radiation treatments on my prostate and 6 on my hip because they thought it had escaped out. That's why they said I didn't qualify for an operation. Right, and I'm kind of glad I didn't have to go through the operation because that's something I want to live through too, because I was already shopping for adult diapers and I wasn't feeling real masculine about that, but that's life, right? And then the last but not least is that androgen deprivation therapy. See, some of y'all may not know. In my real life, I'm a television meteorologist. I'm an on-camera meteorologist for a living. And since it was already known that I was an advocate for heart health at the time, because I was planning on just having one major health thing as my platform, I went 2 for 2 instead. When people saw me when I was on androgen deprivation therapy, all of a sudden I broke out with a sweat under those lights. Folks was calling the newsroom saying, your weatherman's about to have a heart attack. That's the kind of sweats I was having. It was crazy. I'm sitting up here and I'm having cravings in the middle of the night. I'm down on Oreo cookies like they Tic Tacs, man. But I'm vegan. Didn't matter. I was still gaining 40 to 60 pounds, which is not even unusual. So while you're going through ADT therapy, you got to make sure that you take care of yourself, because you can gain so much weight, that you can start growing something you ain't really want. I'm gonna be honest. I got better now, but you looking at a man who used to wear a size B bra. I had to get rid of that weight. You know what I'm saying? You gain so much weight, you can end up getting something in the front, and if you fat up front and then you get it, you may get some up here and some back here. You might have to have a double bra. That's how much weight you'll gain. I was gaining so much weight that whenever I would go around the corner, you would hear people say a thing from Fat Albert, be like, hey, I'm Fat Albert. And then the part that really threw me when I was on ADT therapy was, you get so big, so round, that when you stand a certain way, your body makes this weird sound. I don't know if y'all ever heard this. Because I had gained about 55 pounds. And whenever I walked backwards, I would hear this noise in my body. It was like this. That's how big I was, man. Wide load on the back of my behind. Kids was throwing rocks at me, playing stickball. But I got through it. And I got to the other side of it. And when I got to the other side of it, I started learning some things that I just really need to learn about my body. It's really just time out for crazy stuff. Because see, as men, we are taught, buck up, be a man. Don't whine unless it fell off and cut off and you bleed. Right? Man up. We hear that in every culture. In the country, in the city, other countries, everywhere. Man up. Don't nobody care about a man being vulnerable. Man up. And that's exactly what gets us killed. Because we wait for the symptoms or something to hurt to make us move. And that's the quickest way to die from something that you could prevent up front. So the lesson here is this. I didn't have a symptom at first. I didn't know I was sick. I didn't know. And like you said, when you said, how are you living? The docs to this day don't know how I was already crippled. Because mine was growing so fast, it was a wonder it hadn't already escalated from where it was. And how did I catch it? By accident with my heart doctor. So while he was checking my PSA and I was looking at him weird thinking he was trying to Epstein Island me, he was trying to save my life. And he did. Thank God for that. Because I would not be here today. So I'm saying to anybody right now as I come to a close, I hope that you don't ever have to live through what I had to live through, getting the trifecta. You know what I'm saying? But if you do, remember, every day is a battle to get you back. Every beat that you eat, every squat that you do that Gerald was talking about, everything that you do goes towards you being stronger, and you are worth the effort because your family needs you, brothers. Your family needs your guidance, your wisdom, your strength, and your protection. And you are the shield that the good Lord gave that family as the patriarch of that family. And if you have to go through what I went through, I just pray, number one, you make it through. That you have a positive attitude so you don't stress yourself out. And most importantly, if you have to deal with the urologist, I pray that you get one with little bitty hands and itty bitty fingers. I'm the prostate cancer guy. Be sure you follow me online at the prostate cancer guy or prostatecancer.com. Thank you very much, fellas. I appreciate it.
Thank you. A little applause for Paul, please. A little bit of applause. Thank you.
Appreciate that.